When you're reading a chart, you can go online onto several different websites. This one's AstroSeek, and this is the chart for the day, and this is the 26th of July, 2026. And on the left is the chart for the day with all the showing where all the planets are, showing the aspects. And then on the right is what you'll see is a breakdown of where the sun and the moon and all the planets are, what houses what signs they're in. So let's go to the next. I'm just going to show where each planet is and the effect that they have where they are. So Leo is your ego and your sense of entertainment and play and romance and fun and creativity. So let's see where it is. It is in Leo, and so that's a double effect of maybe more ego, more fun, more entertainment, more interaction with your children, because that's the house that rules children, and romance, maybe more romance, and entertainment, maybe you'll have feel like extra entertaining, and maybe more egotistical, so double the fun, you know. And then the moon is in Cancer, and the moon is ruled by Cancer, and that rules your house, and your home, and your main nurturer, which is usually your mother, and your moods and your feelings and how you feel, if you feel happy or sad or down. And it is in the uplifting sign of Sagittarius for now, and that can bring you communications with long distance and foreign people, or communications with at long distance with, or you could have a lot of philosophical thinking and feelings about philosophy, feelings of good fortune, maybe feelings about religion, formal religion, or maybe your mom and you could travel, or you'd have emotions about something far away, or maybe you would have your emotions may be invested in something far away, or communicating far away, or traveling far away, or it could be that your home is affected somehow by far away matters, or expansive matters, or good fortune. And then Mars is ruled by Aries, and that's your initiative and your energy. You get up and go. It's the god of war, so it rules your self-image, rules exercise and sexuality, well, machismo. And for now, it is in Gemini, and Gemini rules your communications and how you come across verbally, and it could be writing also, or texting, or any kind of communications that's local, and could be short trips, focus on short trips. And so with Mars being there, that could be extra energy toward those matters. And also Mercury, which rules Gemini, rules Virgo, which is your daily tasks and so forth. And so there could be effect on that too. But since it's in Gemini, it's more your, could be connections to your siblings, communications with your siblings, could be just learning because it rules the mind, and learning. So education, some kind of education, while Mars is there, some you might take more initiative to learn something. And then Venus is rules your values and money that you obtain through your own efforts. It rules luxuries and good luck and opulent food and voice talent and love and beauty and your possessions. And the other sign that it rules is Libra, which rules partnerships and uh, marriage, partnerships of all kinds in your marriage. And let's see where it is. And it is in Virgo. So both of those, what both of those signs rule, um, are could affect your work house or and your health house. Virgo rules a house of health and work and daily tasks and um, routines, caregiving, nursing, any kind of your pets. So all the things that Venus rules, your values and your luck and your how you will bring in your money. You might have luck in bringing in money through your daily tasks or through your work, or you might even find love through your work or have a love connection at work while Venus is in the house. Meet somebody that you might have a love affair with. And I mean, that's just one of the things that it could bring. Um, or um, partnerships, marriage partners. Yeah, you could make a connection at work somehow through your uh, daily tasks, and the work of your hands, the things that your possessions and your luxuries and so forth. You could have bring things to your work that are maybe some good food you'll bring to work or something. And then Mercury, which rules Gemini, which we've already spoken about. It rules the mind and short distance communications and writing, learning, the intellect, your siblings, and so forth. And also Virgo, which is your caretaking and your routines and your daily tasks. And that is in Cancer currently. And so Cancer rules your emotions in your home. You might have more initiative toward communicating at home, and or you might have more emotional communications at home. You might have more communications with your mother. You might have more emotions around your mother. You might have a lot of short trips that involve your home somehow. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's oh, your mind might be focused more on home, just have because Mercury rules the mind. And then Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, and it's your limitations. It rules career, responsibilities, restrictions, government, any kind of structure, how you structure things, your methods of of doing things. It slows things down, makes things more methodical. And where it is in the chart today is in Aries, which rules your head. It rules your energy, so you might put more energy toward your career. You might feel more, um, or it might actually slow down your career or make you feel that it's uh, more, feel more responsible or take more initiative toward your career and feel more connected to your career. And I've done this whole slide thing already once through and had to redo it because it didn't record. And this thing is touchy. Sometimes it records and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, both times now I'm mumbling around on this one because they're this male energy, and it's like this slowed down energy, male dominant energy, and Aries and Mars rule men, and um, Saturn rules older men and your father, and structures, and political government and so forth. So it might feel like in your career, so it might feel like things are um, real heavy or pessimistic, a pessimistic vibe, or either one could happen. That now Mars brings uh, uh, more initiative, but Cancer is slowing down that engine. I mean, Saturn is, excuse me, Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Anyway, it comes along and it slows down the energy. So while it's transiting there, so might have more focus on that, on things seeming too methodical. And then the planet of expansion, Jupiter, and abundance and jubilant energy and long distance and foreign communications and travel and philosophy and mentors and religion and theology and good fortune, which is ruled by Sagittarius. All those things are Sagittarius, and let's see where it is. Okay, so it enhances Leo's energy, and because it's in Leo, and I'm showing that off to the right there with a little picture with that it's in Leo, and transiting Leo, and so it's expanding everything that's your ego and your romance and your focus on children and your focus on entertaining. You might be not just double, but really expand that. You might have some creative project that that really gets out there and goes gung ho with the sun and the sign of entertainment and being expanded by Jupiter's jubilant energy and good fortune. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and it rules the imagination, illusions, spirituality, divine connections, unconscious. Your the imagination rules isolation, hospitalization, jailings. Uh, but it's an idealistic thing. It's your unconscious motivations, and can rule addictions. I mean, it does rule addictions, that sign. And Jupiter is the traditional ruler, which a lot of people say that Pisces is really wonderful energy, and yet it rules the house of loss and isolation and hospitalizations and jailing. So uh, institutions. Um, but Jupiter is the original ruler, and that's uh, foreign and long distance communications and travel and expansion and abundance and good fortune. So, let's see where it is today. And so it's in Aries, so it connects with the the more pessimistic Saturn, or it could make your career more spiritual, or you could put more energy towards spirituality with Neptune coming there, and Mars being the ruler of Aries. So, and combining the energy with any planet that's in the same house combines the energy. So, and that'll be it's long transits. Both of the Neptune and Saturn are long transits, and Aries is this impulsive energy, but uh, your self-image, it rules your self-image and your initiative. So maybe you will make a career of something spiritual, or just really focus more on spirituality, and your imagination will be structured in a way that it'll be structured by Saturn in a way that you could use it for your career or something. And then Uranus is this explosive, unexpected, unusual, odd, ingenious, inventive, um, electric energy. It's Aquarius. It rules Aquarius, the house of gains. So, and freedom and big tech, individuality. Did I already say that? Um, anyway, so uh, Saturn is the traditional ruler, and so the effect could be on government and political matters too. But uh, so I guess I'll wait until the next slide. Last time I went all gung ho on this slide about the difference between when Pluto was transiting in Capricorn, and now it's okay. So it's transiting. Uh, oh, it's in Gemini, so it has all this revolutionary energy on your communications house. So then because Mars is also there in transit, those two together could cause uh, exceptionally energetic focus on communicating about rebellion or revolutions or ingenious ideas or inventive ideas or uh, um, eccentric ideas, or being eccentric in your communications because it's affecting your communications, and um, could be something with your siblings, or something you're learning could be ingenious or inventive or unusual, and it will affect your self-image because of Mars being there also, maybe. And then Scorpio rules Pluto, and Pluto is the planet at Scorpio and Pluto in the eighth house, which they rule are it's rules transformations, your secrets, obsessions, the occult, death, sexuality, money coming to you from outside sources, gifts of money, could be inheritances, could be welfare or government stipends of some type. Um, and so, and the traditional ruler of that is Mars, and so it's an energetic thing. Pluto rules inner power to magnetic power, and it is currently in Aquarius, and Aquarius is this revolutionary, unexpected energy that I've already spoken about, because Uranus rules it. And so um, you could have secrets could come up about death or sexuality or something odd could come up, or something odd about money coming to you, or so you could find out something really weird, or explosive or unusual, or even magnetic, because or psychological. You could have something really affect your psychology today, because it's the Pluto rules psychology. Could be some unusual psychological thing, and this is a slow planets, both of them, Pluto and Uranus. So it'll be there for a long time, and that was what I was going to say on that other slide, and I kind of paused there on the next one. I didn't realize that I had one more slide before I got to Pluto, and Pluto is the planet of transformation, and it's transforming big tech, because that's what we're seeing with the AI and so forth, because Pluto transforms, and your Aquarius rules big tech and electricity and electronics and so forth. So uh, anyway, I think that's it. Yeah. And then at the end of, if you're doing your own chart, and that's what I'm focusing on, is trying to show you what it looks like to read your own chart and do your own astrology. And so at the end of, at the bottom of the charts usually, or somewhere around the chart, they usually have what the transits are, the aspects. And so this is showing, they have four aspects to the sun. Sun is conjunct Jupiter, sun is sextiling Uranus, sun is trining Neptune, sun is opposing Pluto, the moon is squaring Venus, the moon is opposing Mars, the moon is squaring Neptune. And let me start that over. Sun, which is your ego, is in easy aspect to your higher mind, and so your ego is, and your sense of entertainment is an easy aspect to your revolutionary thinking. Your ego is trining sun trining Neptune. Your ego is an easy aspect to your imagination, and your ego is having a difficult aspect with your secrets and your maybe thoughts on death or sexuality, and your emotions, which is the moon square Venus, would be your emotions in a tense aspect with your luck or values, and then the moon opposing Mars would be your emotions, um, a tense aspect to your energy maybe, or your energy, your initiative. And then moon square Neptune would be your emotions, tense aspect to Neptune, which is your imagination or your unconscious motivations. And then Mercury sextile Venus would be your communications, uh, or your daily tasks, are in easy aspect to your values and luck and money that you bring in. And then also again the communications and daily tasks are squaring Saturn, so that's a tense aspect to maybe your career or your father, or your duties, your responsibilities. And then um, Venus is your luck and money that you bring in through your own efforts, or your luxuries, or your possessions, or your maybe food is having a tense aspect between Mars, which is your energy, maybe you eat too much. I don't know. And then uh, Jupiter is your expansion, is easy aspect to your rebellious nature or your uniqueness, which is Uranus. And then Jupiter, your expansion, higher mind, is easy aspect to your imagination, which is Neptune. And then your higher mind expansion is um, opposing your secrets, or your sex life, or your money coming to you from outside sources, because that's Pluto. And then Uranus, which is your rebellious side, or your unique side, or your um, ingeniousness, is in an easy aspect with your imagination, which is Neptune. And then that rebellious, unique, insightful side is an easy aspect to Pluto, which is your secrets and your sexuality and so forth, your money that comes to you from outside sources, or death. Uh, could be unexpected, something unexpected that affects the matters in in Pluto. That's not necessarily a good thing to have it in easy aspect. It could be something explosive happening in those matters. So something unusual, out of the ordinary. And then Neptune, which is a ruler of your unconscious mind, is an easy aspect to your subconscious mind, and your psychological mind with Pluto. And your imagination is working together with your psychological world. And then all the rest of these, the North Node, quincunx Sun, North Node stays in one sign for 18 months, but supposedly today it's quincunx the Sun. And so Node of Destiny is having an odd relationship with your ego, and Node of Destiny is in easy aspect to your emotions, which is the moon. And then Node of Destiny is intense aspect with your revolutionary and unique side, or your rebellious side, or your ingenious thoughts. And then Node of Destiny is in easy aspect to Chiron, which is your wounded side. So could be something destined. That's not necessarily positive. Um, And then Lilith is this dark sexual energy, maybe you feel ashamed about, or mythologically, it's in the Bible, in Isaiah, she was Adam's first wife, and she wouldn't comply with, didn't want to give in to him, so um, she left him, and so it's this in astrology, it's this place that's this dark energy, dark sexual energy, and so that you're maybe hiding, and it's conjunct the moon today, so an easy aspect to the moon, your emotions. It's a square to Venus, which is your a tense aspect to your love life, and it's opposing your energy, which is Mars, and it's in a trine to Chiron, which is your wounded side. So easy aspect to your wounds, and so it could be not so pleasant. And then Chiron squaring the sun would be, Chiron is your wounded, the wounded healer. It's where you can heal yourself, but you can't, you don't feel, no, you heal others, but you don't feel healed yourself. So it's squaring the sun. So your wounds are in a tense aspect with your ego, and your wounds are in a easy aspect to your emotions. Your wounds are in a tense aspect to your feelings of abundance, or your philosophies, or your religion, or something at long distance and foreign travel. Your wounds are squaring that. So, and it's also squaring your secrets, or sexuality, or death, or money coming to you from outside sources, or uh, um, uh, some things can contradict. Some aspects can contradict other aspects, so you kind of have to use your sense about it, how it how it comes across. So it's just the way you read it. I'm just trying to explain how to look, how it looks when you're looking at astrology. So this is AstroSeek's site, and this one's personal daily uh, aspects for the 26th of July of 2026, and um, I, I think, what is it? The North Node, the aspect, I mean, the nodes of destiny will go into Aquarius on that first slide. It was still in Pisces, but that was universal time. So it's already in Aquarius for a lot of us. And Aquarius is where Pluto is transiting, and that's transforming and rebellious energy together. So got a lot of revolutionary energy going that can be toward government, because Saturn is also the ruler of the traditional ruler of Aquarius. So a lot of uh, energy toward political and governmental uh, uh, changes, transformations, and revolutions and rebellion, and that's where we get that. But anyway, this is just for today, and that was what I was just thinking out uh, the long term of what's going on with Pluto and Aquarius and Uranus, and that that's a big energy, and it's also affecting AI, big tech. Anyway, thanks for listening.